Hey y'all. So I have to come do another video because Jay-Z lawyer Alex Spiro don't understand how to follow directions very well, and I think he's going to end up making this Judge Torres, snap on him again. Okay, because you guys know last week I reported to you guys that I did the video of this judge basically letting Jay-Z lawyer know stop playing with the court, filing all these different motions, and she basically denied every motion that he filed and granted Busby's motion, which was to make sure that Jane Doe remained anonymous. She granted that, and she basically went off on him last week. I don't think that was enough. He just ain't listening, because as of today, he filed another motion or letter that he wrote for the judge requesting for this case to be thrown out again, which he already did this and she denied it. But he came with more, I guess, to him, more argument points in this letter, and he feel that maybe he have a chance. But from the way the judge was talking last week in that document, it don't seem like she wants to hear anything else. She made it very clear and strongly advised him not to do what he just turned around and did again. So I'm going to read through this document that Jay-Z lawyer wrote to the judge, and I'm going to try to get through it. It's not too bad, but so let's get right to it. He said, "We write on behalf of defendant Sean Carter, pursuant of Rule 3 of Your Honor's individual practices in civil cases, to inform the court that Mr. Carter seeks to file a motion pursuant to Federal Rule of Civil Procedure to dismiss the first amended complaint. In accordance with Rule 3 of Your Honor's rules, on December 19th, Mr. Carter sent a letter to plaintiff setting forth the basis for this motion and advising that Mr. Carter will file this pre-motion letter if plaintiff choose to stand on her FAC. Plaintiff was required but failed to respond to Mr. Carter's letter within 5 business days. By December 27th, Mr. Carter interprets plaintiff's silence as confirmation that she will stand on the FAC as pled. Accordingly, Mr. Carter submits this pre-motion letter concerning his anticipated motion to dismiss, which will raise the following arguments. First, plaintiff cannot recover for her sole claim under the Victim of Gender Motivated Violence Protection Act as a matter of law because the statute does not have retroactive effect. Plaintiff asserts a violation of the GMV law for conduct that purportedly occurred in September 2000, but the GMV law was not enacted until December 19, 2000, 3 months after the FAC claims the conduct occurred, and cannot apply retroactively to create a cause of action unavailable to plaintiff at the time in question. Okay, I'm gonna skip over all that little stuff. Dismissing GMV law claim related to conduct that occurred before the GMV law was passed because statute does not provide for retroactive or immediate effectiveness. A contrary conclusion will violate both state and federal due process protections. Okay, I tried to pass over or skip over all the those little clauses that's in between. But basically, he's saying that she's out of her statute of limitations for even this lawsuit period. That's basically what he's claiming, that she is not protected under that GMV law because it was not in effect at the time that she claimed the incident happened. Okay, let's keep going. He writes, second, even if the GMV law had retroactive effect, it does not to prevail. Plaintiff must show that the violative conduct was committed within New York City. Okay, let me try to skip over some of this stuff. Only to acts occurring within the boundaries of New York City. Okay, so basically he's saying that it didn't. What she's saying happened didn't happen within New York grounds. Okay, the FAC alleges that the violative conduct is forced. I'm trying to find a good word to say it because I don't want to say it. Inappropriate contact. Yeah, I'll see it right here. But does not assert that this conduct occurred in New York City, nor could it. According to the FAC, plaintiff was driven from Radio City Music Hall to a large white residence with a gated U-shaped driveway, a drive that took 20 minutes. This is where the alleged assault took place. The FAC's description of the residence in question, however, combined with public records, confirmed that any such residence, to the extent it existed at the time, would have been located outside the territorial boundaries of New York City. As such, assuming the well-pled factual allegations are true, they are not. They cannot plausibly state a claim for relief. So which is it, sir? Because you want to use what she said as proof, basically says she told the truth to prove that she was outside of New York City's territory, but then in the next breath you say she's not telling the truth. So which is it? Because you can't use what she said as a defense if you're claiming that she's lying, but you use part of it as a defense when it makes sense to what you want. Anywho, let's keep going. Third, any valuable GMV law claim is time barred under New York's Child Victims Act, CMV, which preempts plaintiff's GMV law claim. The FAC alleges the conduct occurred 20 plus years ago, well outside the CVA statute of limitations. Though the CVA was amended in 2019 to create a 2-year and 6-month revival period, that period expired in August 2021. Plaintiff seeks to plead around this statute of limitations issue by asserting a claim under the GMV law, which contains a longer revival period. Courts in this district, however, have recognized that the CVA's revival period preempts the GMV law's overlapping and extended one. As such, plaintiff's claim expired no later than August 2021. Thank you for your honest consideration of this request. So basically, he is still asking the judge to throw this case out because, for one, he's claiming that it was outside of New York's jurisdiction, and she is not protected under that law because it was over 20 years ago. According to him, what she said happened, was 3 months prior to this law taking effect. Basically, is what is going on here. And I think he's, look, that judge made it very clear that she was not playing. And we went over that last week. So for him to come back on Monday and play with this lawyer all over again, this judge, after she said that she wasn't going for it, to respect them courts and stop playing. And then you come back Monday as if, forget what you're talking about. Let me do it all over again. She literally just threw out those documents that you did like this last week. And I feel like that you still kind of being disrespectful with the first, second, and third, starting in every paragraph as if like you putting her in a place. And I feel that she may take it that way because that's the way I would take it. Like, who is you saying first and second and third to? Because what did I tell you last week? See, you like one of them little hard-headed little boys, from the hood, where you tell them to stop doing stuff and they turn around and continue doing it over and over. And so you got to show them better than you could tell them because they just won't listen. That's what you're starting to remind me of. And everything in this video is alleged. Jay-Z, honey, I don't know what to tell you, but this lawyer ain't it, because he already left a bad taste in this judge's mouth last week. So unless y'all got a way to get a new judge on this case, I don't think he helping you. And she made it very clear that his behavior and the motions that he filed and the things that he was doing and the language he was using in his court documents that he had already filed would not help his client, which would be you, Jay-Z. So this lawyer basically playing with the judge is not a good idea. For anything, he should have been trying to get on her good side. She already made it very clear in the letter that she presented last week to the court in reference to Bugsby and in reference to Jay-Z's lawyer, that she was not playing. She also put dates that things should be presented and how long it would take, it should take for the plaintiff to respond. She gave dates at the end of that letter and everything that she addressed in that letter last week, and y'all should have abided by that. But instead, here you come filing something else within the court, and I'm sure she is not about to be happy with this. Look, maybe you got a game plan or something, but I don't think making the judge mad and disobeying her is a good tactic. The time you should be spending in your office, I mean, what type of lawyer is this? It seems like he don't have his stuff together, because he really should be putting a game plan together and really going off facts and pulling up facts and going and look for addresses from back then and time frames and finding witnesses and whatever he can do. That's what he's supposed to be spending his time on. And he's still surrounding his argument around that NBC interview that the Jane Doe did, which we know the judge made it clear that that was not grounds. I said that when he did it, that really wasn't grounds to go off of. Yeah, we publicly might not believe everything she said, or it might look funny and suspicious or whatever, but everybody must remember that in court they're going to go off facts, so what we think don't even matter. Anything that the public is saying don't matter. They're going to go off facts, and he know that. So why are you still basing this on an NBC interview that she did that was not done in court under oath? You know what I'm saying? And you think that you have a defense on that? On top of the fact that they saying that she's autistic and that she will be protected under this law that will also allow her to not have dates correct. It will allow her to have wiggle room with the dates and times and locations, which that is another point that needs to be addressed, because if they allowing her to have, they giving her leniency under that law with time and dates, I'm sure location is in that as well, which means that the location that she said it happened at, while you arguing that is not within the New York City limits jurisdiction, what if her recollection of the address or where it happened at, the location, is off? Because she would be protected under that too. That's a part of that protection. So if the dates and everything, and you sitting here telling the judge like, nope, this needs to be dismissed because her claim expired August 2021. But you didn't come with any facts. This still has to be presented in the court. And the court still have to allow the plaintiff and her lawyer, which is Busby, to present evidence to the court, which has not happened yet. So I don't know how he thought he was going to file this document and get away with this, y'all. This is crazy. I can't believe that he went against what the judge said, even though she made it very clear. Very clear. Very clear. And one thing about me, as much as I give my opinion on this case, and you know, and it's like a back and forth thing, because so much new evidence come out all the time, or new people coming forward, and one day you think it could be going this way, so you might lean this way, then the next day you lean in that way. For me, no matter what opinion I give on my videos, I still believe in a fair trial, because things has happened in the past to where it appeared to be one way and it's not. So I definitely believe in a fair trial. I believe that Diddy should and Jay-Z both should get a fair trial. No matter if I believe they are guilty or not, that is not important. They still supposed to get a fair trial. And with what they doing here, what his lawyer is doing is not helping him. at all. He's leaving a bad taste, like I said. Some people say, well, no, because he still have the right to file it. You're right. But let's not forget that this judge, even though I do believe that she's going to be fair in this, because that's what it seemed like she is trying to do. It seemed like she's a no BS judge. She just don't want, she's not going to go for the BS. You're going to have to step, and you're going to have to step right. You still have to remember that she is human. And once, I mean, I'm just thinking about me. I know about if I was in law, I would have to be fair, and I would not be able to put my personal opinions or feelings into my decision at all. However, it still will make me look at somebody strange, even if, you know, I'm doing the right thing and then I'm not putting my personal feelings. But I realize that you is just a disrespectful, you know what? And so, you know, I'm gonna be fair, but you leaving a bad taste in my mouth, because you're not abiding by the court rules. And I already told you that, because he already disrespected the court and violated several rules of the court, and she addressed that last week. And here he go again, doing the opposite of what she said, basing it off of the NBC interview and the original filing by Busby, when they haven't even got a chance to present any evidence yet. And the judge made that clear. So I don't know, y'all. At this point, like I said in my last video about Jay-Z, it seemed like he kind of need to get rid of this lawyer. I don't know how, you know what I'm saying? They say he a good lawyer. Probably is. He making a mistake. Maybe he's sleepy. Maybe he need a vacation. I don't know what's going on. But this ain't it. This is not where it's at. Jay-Z got some thinking to do. He got to think for himself at this point. You can't leave, you know what I'm saying, everything in your lawyer hand. I'm not saying Jay-Z supposed to get off. Don't think I'm saying that at all. Like I said, I believe in a fair trial. I believe if they did it, they need to go behind them bars. That's how I believe. But I'm going from both ways. I'm looking at it from both sides. He needs to get a lawyer that know what he's doing. Because if you is going to fight back in any way, form, or fashion, this ain't the way to do it, baby. You making the judge mad out of all people, and then you come back and give your rebuttal to her after she told you not to do it, and it told you, she advised you not to do it because it will hurt your client. She made that very clear. There's no confusion in what she said last week. And I ain't even a lawyer. Honey, I'm reading this, you know, these documents, and I was able to understand that she was not playing. She came for you real hard. So it is what it is, y'all. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Like I said in the last video I posted a little while ago, tomorrow is the big day. That's when the video evidence for this case for Diddy supposed to come out. It has nothing to do with Jay-Z. As far as I know, we don't know yet, allegedly. But anywho, the video evidence supposed to come out tomorrow. So much is going on right now. I believe that this lawyer is definitely taking the wrong approach. This don't look good at all. She just told him not to do it. You couldn't have told me that he would do this. I would have never guessed that he would come back and file something else similar to what she already denied and advised him not to do again. So tell me what y'all think in the comments. That is it. I am out. Talk to y'all next time.